Okay, so find a comfortable seated position on your mat. This can be cross-legged, or you can be kneeling on your shins, supported by a bolster or cushion to raise the hips. You could sit like this, or cross-legged on the cushion. Find what works best for you. Maybe you need to wiggle from left to right. Find an equal seat. Find your sit bones rooted to the floor. And then place your hands onto the knees. Palms might be facing down or upwards for receiving energies. Slightly draw the navel in towards the spine. Find length through the torso. And tucking the chin down to the breastbone. Just a slight drawdown. And then imagine the string is pulling you up from your pelvic bone through the crown of your head, lifting you up towards the ceiling. And if you feel ready and comfortable, you can close down the eyes. And find some ease. Arriving in time and space. Arriving in your body. And your state of mind today. Simply checking in with the body. How does your body feel today? Maybe you can sense a bit of stiffness somewhere, tenseness. Becoming aware of these things so you can work with them during the practice. Acknowledging it and then letting it go, accepting it. How are your energy levels today? Are you full of energy, ready to move? Or maybe you feel a bit tired today. Anything is welcome on the mat. There's no right or wrong. Seeing these things, acknowledging it, and then letting it go. Bringing awareness to your breathing. How's the breathing today? Maybe it's a quick, shallow breath. Can you maybe try to lengthen your breathing? Make it slow and deep. In and exhalation through the nose. Feel with each inhalation how your ribcage expands. And on your exhale, feel your ribcage deflate. Inhale, filling up the belly. And exhale, hollowing the belly. Deep, slow, inhaling through the nose. Giving your body new prana, new life, force, energy. And exhaling, getting rid of anything stuck, unwanted. Take a few more breaths. in your own time, in your own rhythm, in and exhaling through the nostrils. Your breath is always there to guide you during the practice and in life. It's always there for you, and you can always come back to it. Then when you're ready, blink your eyes open, welcome yourself back in the room. Maybe something shifted, maybe you feel a bit more at ease. Maybe you found some stillness. Or maybe you just want to switch the cross of your legs, shake out the feet, bring a bit of movement into them, and then cross them the other way. I'm just going to pull the cushion to the side. You can keep it as well if you like. And we start to move. Spread your arms like wings into a T shape. Breathing in and exhaling, placing the fingertips onto the shoulders. Finding length throughout the spine. And then inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twisting right. Inhale, twisting left. And exhale, right. Now do this in your own rhythm. You can go slow or faster. Waking up the spine. Here, wringing out toxins. Really nice thing to do in the morning, just to loosen up the energy. Yeah, so we're looking for a rhythmic breath. Each movement is linked to the breath. This is a exercise from Kundalini yoga. It's very forceful. They use it to unlock unwanted energy, really waking up the spine, each vertebra. Nice. Do a few more rounds. You can also turn on your music. I forgot to say, by the way, that can give you some energy now, because we start moving, warming up. Nice, slowly coming back to the center. Maybe you feel a bit dizzy, lightheaded because you moved quickly. Know that this is normal. Shake out your hands, shake out the feet, lean back. And then stretch out the legs. Yeah, they don't need to be completely straight. There can be a nice big bend in the knees. Flex the feet, so that means your toes are pulling towards you. You can also stay seated on your cushion to raise the hip bones and find more length throughout the spine. And then when you're ready, reach the arms up, inhaling, finding length, reaching. Maybe you're looking up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're holding a big ball in between the hands, and exhale, folding over the left leg. Let your head hang heavy, relaxed neck. And your hands, they land wherever they want to come. You don't need to reach the feet. Next inhale, reaching again, coming up towards the middle, and exhale, fold towards the right, towards your right leg. Nice. Big inhale again to the middle, reaching, and exhale, folding over left leg. Waking up the legs, your hamstrings here. They're often quite tight. Mine are very tight now today. When you do running especially, they can get a bit stiff, but also from sitting a lot. Inhale, coming back to the middle. And now again, find your own rhythm. Link each movement to a breath cue, in or exhale. You can go slow or a bit faster. Moving with ease. Two more rounds each side. And then we meet back in the middle. Big inhale here, look up if that feels okay in your neck. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Close the feet, bring them in front of you. And then we turn to the side. Puff up your chest, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Feet are hip width in front of you. Now your fingers, they might turn towards the feet. Maybe they turn out to the side or to the back. See what feels good in your shoulders. Puff up the chest, and on an inhale, we raise the hips for your reverse tabletop. Active core here. Active core. Your body is straight line like a table. Now if your neck feels fine, you can let the head hang loose. Maybe you need to adjust the placement of your hands again. Maybe you decide fingers should face towards the feet or to the side. And then breathing in here. In through the nose and then open the mouth. Exhaling. One more round. Inhaling through the nose, big exhale. Nice. Release. Placing the pelvis back onto the mat. Crossing the legs in front of you and rolling over the feet. Come onto all fours. Find your tabletop here. Neutral tabletop. Check your fingers are all evenly spread. Especially press weight into the index finger and your thumb. Slightly draw the navel towards the spine. Knees are hip width. Nice. Find your balance, neutral position here. Let the head hang relaxed. And then on an inhale, we arch, dip the belly down for your cow pose. Look in front of you, collarbones are opening. And exhale, rounding, doing the opposite. Arching, sucking in the belly. Navel towards spine. Spreading, creating space in between the shoulder blades. Here, feel the nice opening. Press into the hands, like you're trying to press something away. Inhale, reversing for your cow. Dipping the belly. Tailbone draws towards the ceiling. And exhale, rounding for your cat. Inhale again. Cow, looking in front of you. Arching and exhale, rounding. Nice. Do this a few more times. Again, in your own rhythm. You can do this slow or a bit faster. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Now, if you want a bit more bigger movements, you can link these two postures, cat and cow, into one by spiraling over your wrist when you come forward, arching for your cow, and exhale, sending the weight towards the heels. Now these can be small circles, small spirals, or they can be bigger. Yeah, see how you want to move today. Inhale, leaning forwards over the wrist. Exhale, shifting the weight back from the hips towards the heels. And then circle also the other way. Switch the direction. Nice. I love this movement, so good in the morning. Everything for the spine is so good to do in the morning, just to when you crawl out of bed. And then let the circles get a bit smaller, slowly coming back to center, to your tabletop. Nice. And then tuck the toes and lift the knees here. Engage the core and start to send the hips back towards the heels. We're getting ready for our first down dog. Check the alignment of your hands again, that you're pressing all 10 fingers equally. Hands are shoulder width apart. Arms are externally rotating here. They're in one line with the ears. The head is loose, hangs relaxed in between the arms. Torso one straight line. Now, your legs don't need to be completely straight. They can be bent. Take a generous bend here. More important is a straight back. Breathing here. Now, when you look back, your feet are hip width apart or maybe a bit more narrow. The heels should disappear behind you. You shouldn't be able to see your heels. Nice. One more big breath here in your down dog. Looking to the front, to your hands, rolling forwards into your plank pose. Nice. Body is one straight line. Active belly here. Yeah, you can do that. Send the weight into the heels. Gets a bit easier here when you press into the heels. And then exhale, releasing the knees onto the mat. Just gonna take off my socks. Gets a bit slippy here. Releasing the knees. Hugging the elbows in. Releasing knees. Now you're back in your tabletop now. Stretching out the right leg. Point your toes. Active core, and then start pulsing the right foot up and down. Yeah, you can feel that in the core. Very good for the booty as well here. Nice. Breathing in here. Maybe you want to create a bit bigger pulses. If it feels fine in your lower back. Nice. Inhaling, pausing here, reaching the right leg a bit higher. Maybe you're looking in front of you. And then exhale, rounding. Bring the knee towards the nose. Creating space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale again, stretching, reaching with the right foot. And exhale, bring the right knee towards your armpit. Doesn't need to be in the armpit, can be also the elbow, just touching for a second. Now this is a bit exhausting, I know. And then place your right foot next to the right hand. If you want a little challenge, you can stay in this position and lift the left leg. See what works for you. And then we all lower the right foot. So you arrive in your lizard lunge. Let the hips sink a bit deeper here. This is also where your blocks come in handy, or your boxes or books, whatever you have there to lengthen the spine. You can find that you can use these books here in front of you, and it gets a bit more comfortable to stay here. Find some ease here. It can be uncomfortable in hip openers sometimes, so maybe swaying a bit right to left can help. Nice. Now we want to send the weight back and stretch out the right leg. It doesn't need to be completely straight. They can keep a little bend. So playing with straightening and bending the leg. Inhaling when you come forward and exhale, straightening out the leg. Maybe you want to place the blocks or books like a frame around your right foot. Maybe that's more comfortable. See what feels good in your legs. Maybe also you don't need the blocks and you can do it without crawling to the front and crawling back, really like lubricating the joint here. Deep breathing. Maybe you want to pause at a certain position because you feel like you need that stretch here the most. Nice. And then slowly in the next inhale, we crawl to the front again. And we play with a little balancing posture. So step the foot a bit closer, the left foot a bit closer to you. And then send the weight into your right foot. Hands come a bit in front of you, and then lean into the right foot. Weight is in the right foot and on your fingertips. Now relax the head for your standing splits. Breathing here. Again, you're welcome to use the blocks to elevate you. If you want to try another balancing pose, you can also come up, or first you come to stand and then send the weight into the right foot, especially the toes. Concentrate on a spot in front of you that doesn't move on the floor. Bring your hands into prayer and then lift the left leg up as far as it wants to go. You don't need to come that high. Working on focusing here, balancing, and then exhale when you had enough. Release the hands, step the left foot next to the right, and sink down into a squat. In your yogi squat. Now, the heels might reach the floor, they might not reach the floor. It's not important. If you need a bit of support, you can place a blanket or the cushion under your heels, and that might feel good. And swaying a bit left to right. Really nice hip opener. And then when you're ready, release the hands. Maybe you want to circle them out and slowly straighten the legs. Let the head hang over the legs. Keep a generous bend in the knees. Everything is heavy. Breathe out through the mouth. So nice not to carry the weight of your head for a second. And then holding on to opposite elbow, just going to turn to you so we can see better. And we start to swing from left to right, swaying the body. Nice. Releasing the hands for your forward fold. Your hands might touch the shins or maybe the ground. Round back, exhaling again, and then inhale. Find length, looking in front of you. For your half forward fold, exhale, place the left hand onto the right ankle or the shins, wherever it lands on the leg. Keep a bend in the left leg, right leg is straight, and then twist open to the right. Maybe looking to the ceiling if that feels good. And then exhale, release the right hand, cross it over the left. And this time bend the right leg, twisting open to the left. Breathing here. Exhale, cross the left over right. Rounding the back. Releasing the hands and then slowly rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Really take your time up into a stance. Arriving at the front of your mat. Checking the alignment of your feet when you look down. Are the feet parallel and hip width? Slightly drawing in the navel. Tailbone pulls down. And then spread your arms again like wings. Palms are facing down. And then reach the arms up. The back of the hands are touching each other. Can you see that? So good. Just adjusting. Back of the hands are touching now. And interlace the hands. Yeah? So you have a grip here. Your elbows are pulling away from each other. So you're creating space in the chest here. Nice. Maybe you want to lean a bit into a back bend. Elbows are pulling away from each other. Also nice. Opening for the hands or your fingers. Little massage. One more big breath here. And then exhale, release. Shake out the hands. Shake out your feet. And we do it a little tapping. Swinging from left to right. Everything easy. Tapping from one side to the other. Everything loose. Also massaging the arms, the hips. This is a really nice thing that you can do in between the day. Just if you're lacking energy, get up and just do tapping for a minute. And you immediately feel better. Nice. Then slowly stop the tapping. Let it sway, floppy. And come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, looking up. Imagine you're holding that big ball in between your hands again. And exhale, folding. Let the head hang loose for your forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine for Ardha Uttanasana. You want a straight back. Resting the hands on the thighs. Elbows are close to you. Nice. Exhale. Big step back. Big step back for your tabletop again. And we'll come to do the other side. Now, on your next inhale, reach out the left leg. We did the right before. So now we're on the left side. Point the foot and then start pulsing the left leg. Pulsing the feet up and down. Engage the core. Nice. Breathing here. Maybe you wanna turn the pulses into bigger ones. See what feels good in your lower back. And then next inhale, reach it like a bit higher. And exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. Rounding here, creating space in between shoulder blades. And inhale, again, stretching out the leg. Pointing the foot, maybe looking up. And exhale, tap your left knee to the left elbow this time. Again, here, little challenge. If you want to stay here, you can stay here and lift the right knee. Engage the core. Or you come straight into your lunge, your lizard lunge, with the knee lifted, or maybe it's on the ground. Finding some ease here. Maybe you use the blocks or books again to elevate yourself. Let the hips sink a bit deeper. Finding ease, maybe swaying left to right with the hip. In your lizard lunge. Left and right. And then again, we want to play with straightening your left leg. The leg doesn't need to be completely straight. See what works for you. Waking up the hamstrings on the left side of the body. Nice. Coming forward and back. Moving with ease. And maybe you want to pause at a certain point and find some stillness. And then when you're ready, come to the front again, and we play with that balancing position again. Bring the right foot a bit closer to you, shift the weight into your left foot, and you have an option again for either standing splits, so lifting the right leg up, and letting the weight of the head pull you towards the floor, or another option, you come into your warrior 3 by focusing on a stable, steady spot on the floor. Breathing is really important here. And sometimes your balance is off. One day it's better than on another day. And one leg is different to the other. Exhale, releasing the right leg, bringing it next to the left and squatting down again. Yogi squat. Find what's comfortable for you here. Again, you can support yourself with the blanket underneath the heels. Nice. Sway a bit left to right. And then once you had enough, fold over the legs. Let the head hang heavy here again. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen the spine for your half forward fold. Looking to the ground, hugging in the elbows. Nice. And exhale, round again. This time place the right hand onto the left ankle, bend the right leg, and we twist again. Open to your left side. Big inhale. And exhale, cross left leg over right. Twisting. Open to the right side of your body. Exhale, crossing right arm over left. Keeping the cross of the hands. Bending the knees and then slowly rolling up to stand here for your eagle arms. Gotta show you a bit closer here. For your eagle arms. Now, maybe this doesn't work for you. Maybe you're very flexible and you can grab onto the wrists. You can also just place the hands onto your shoulders. Yeah, it also create an opening here in the back by doing this. Nice. Eagle arms here. Look into the palms of your right hand. Feel the shoulders opening as well. And then exhale, release the hands, shake the hands out. And we'll come into bird wings again. Palms facing down and bring the back of the hands to touch, and we interlace this time the other way around. Can you see that? Yeah, try to interlace in a way that doesn't feel so natural. Most of the time we take the same grip, but try to go one finger up or down. Elbows are pulling away from each other. Nice. Inhale here. Maybe find a little back bend again. One more big inhale. And exhale, releasing the hands. Nice. Shake it out. Big inhale. Bring the hands overhead. Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold. Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the back, straight back here. 2 steps back into your down dog. We want a long spine here. Take a generous bend in the knees. Again, feeling into all 10 fingers here, pressing especially into the thumbs, index finger. Your arms are externally rotating along on the level of your ears. Neck is relaxed. Let the head hang. Slightly drawing in the belly. Tailbone towards the ceiling. And your heels totally don't have to reach the floor. Maybe you want to shift the hips a bit from right to left. Or walk the dog. Press the heels up and down. Yeah, see how you can stay in the down dog. How you can find comfort in the pose. Lengthen the breath. And then when you're ready on an inhale, reach the right leg up. Point the toes for your 3-legged dog. Exhale, stepping the right foot in between the hands. Framing your right foot with the hands. And then bring the left leg a bit closer. The heel is on the ground now, and we're preparing for our warrior 1 stance. You can have heel to heel alignment, or you can widen the stance a bit. Can you see? You can widen the stance to find a more stable ground here. Checking the alignment of the hips now. Maybe place your hands onto the hips. Your right hip wants to draw to the back and the left to the front. Yeah, your hips are closed. Nice. Finding strength in the feet, in the leg, engaging the core, and on an inhale, reach the arms up for your warrior 1 stance. Nice. Maybe you sink the hips a bit lower. Breathing here. Nice. Do you feel the strength? I think warrior 1 is a very powerful position. You can't not feel good by raising your arms and smiling. Okay, releasing slowly. Turn open to the left side. Just gonna turn to you. So you open to the left side. Feet are parallel. Yeah, they're quite wide apart. Stretch out the arms for your star pose. Nice. Palms are facing down. Inhale. Bring the right hand towards your left ankle or shin. Twisting open here. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Do this a few more rounds here. Nice. You see, we do a lot of twisting today, which is really good to bring out like toxin and just, to create new energy in the body. We don't often twist that much during the day. Inhale. Okay, one more time each side. And then we meet back in the center. Nice, in your star position. From here, we want to prepare for your warrior 2 stance. So I'm just going to turn back because I'm actually the other way around. So you stay where you are. Turn out your right foot 90 degrees. So you have a heel to inseam of the left foot alignment, or maybe heel to heel. Depends on your hips, your bone structure, what feels good for you. Bend the right leg and then let the hips again sink a bit lower for your warrior two stance. Gaze follows the right hand. Arms are in one straight line. Nice, relaxing the shoulders here. Check that your shoulders are not clenched up towards the ears. Finding ease, breathing deep here. And now your hips are open. Not like before in Warrior One, they were closed. Now we're opening the hips. Nice. Short the stance just a little bit and straighten out the right leg. Now we want to dip the hips to the left. Yeah, sassy the hips out. Reach to the front with your right hand like you're trying to pull something. And then your right hand finds the ankle or shin. Maybe it finds the ground. Maybe you want to use a block. That can be helpful as well for your Trikonasana pose here. Triangle. Nice. You can look in front of you or maybe up towards the left hand if it feels good in the neck. Now also you can keep a micro bend in the knee, not to lock the knee. Now, next inhale, bend the right leg again. We come up into our warrior two stance and windmill the left arm towards the right, finding the ground, framing the right foot, and a big step back into your down dog again. You're welcome to take a rest in child's pose if you like, where we sink the hips towards the heels here. Big toes are touching, and you can rest your forehead on the ground if it reaches the ground. If not, that's totally fine as well. Yeah, collecting your breathing here. If you have lots of energy, you can also stay in your down dog here for 5 breaths. How's the breathing? Is it still steady and slow, or maybe it speed up a bit? Great. So when you're ready, we meet back in down dog to do the other side. On an inhale, lift the left leg this time, point the foot, and exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Lowering the right heel to the ground, and we get ready for our warrior one pose again. You can have heel to heel alignment, or you can widen the stance a bit. See what works for you, where you find the most balance in, and then checking alignment of the hips. Right hip wants to pull to the front, left to the back. Perfect. If your stance feels fine, you can inhale and reach the arms up. Maybe looking up towards the ceiling. And then breathing here, let the hips sink a bit lower. And smiling again. You're proud. Warrior one. Relaxing the shoulders. Nice. When you're ready, breathing out and turning open to your right side. Feet are parallel for your star pose. Now this time I want you to interlace the hands behind you. Puff up the chest. You're staying in your star pose here. So it's not star anymore. Your arms are not stretched. Puff up the chest, inhale, and exhale. Micro bend the knees and fold forwards. Letting the head hang loose here. And let the knuckles pull you deeper into the pose. Yeah, if you press into your hands, shoulders are opening, and maybe you can come a bit deeper here. Nice. Maybe leaning from right to left. And then once you had enough on your next inhale, press into the hands and let them lift you up again here with a straight spine. Releasing, shake out the hands, and then stretch them out into your star. Shoulders are relaxed. And then turn your left foot out. 90-degree angle in the front leg. Your right foot is 90-degree out, parallel to the mat. And you sink the arms here for your warrior two. Looking towards the left hand. And then breathing deep here. Nice easy breath. Engage the core. Your hips are opening here. Can be a bit intense. And then windmill your right arm next to the left. Fingers find the ground. You're framing your left foot. Big step back for your three-legged down dog. Stretch the left leg out and then both feet are down. Nice. You can find the ground here again. For your child's pose, relax your forehead on the ground, or maybe it's up. See what works here. Breathing deep. Nice. Then looking in front of you, and you can come down onto the belly. Your arms are they are parallel in front of you. Spread the fingers wide for your swings pose. Yeah, elbows are on the ground. Try to roll the shoulders back here and puff out the chest. You're pressing the belly and your pubic bone into the floor as well as the back of your toes. Nice. Then exhale, release, wing the arms out. Rest your forehead on your hands, make a little pillow, and then sway the hips a bit from left to right. Nice. And come onto your fingertips again, or well, press the hands onto the mat under your shoulders, and then inhale. Lift the chest, broaden across the collarbones for your small cobra. Yeah, just a little back bend. You don't only come as far as it feels good for you. Yeah, so maybe you're a bit lower. Just go as far as feels good in the lower back. Yeah, this can be quite intense. Maybe you want to go further. Maybe you're able to stretch out the arms and find a bigger cobra here. Nice. Staying here and then slowly exhaling, releasing. Come back to the ground. Rest the forehead for a second on your hands. And then finding your way back onto all fours. And we want to come into that reverse tabletop again. We did at the start. So feet are hip width. Press into the hands again. Check. Maybe your fingers want to turn out to the side. And then inhale, lift the hips. Engage the belly. See how your neck feels. Maybe you can let the head hang. Breathing out. Nice. And then exhale. Hips find the floor again. And bring the soles of the feet to touch here. Soles of the feet are touching, and your knees, they wing out. So you can bring them closer. This gives a different stretch. Or you can bring them a bit away from you, kind of arm length. It's a different stretch. This goes more into the hamstrings, I find. And this one goes more into the hips. So see what feels good for you here. Relaxing. Relaxing the head, maybe swaying left to right. Nice. And then once you're ready, place the feet back onto the mat here, a bit away from you. And just one more little exercise before we find the ground and just do some final laying postures. Now here, find some balance, engage the core, and then slowly, really slowly, roll down to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. You did it. Nice. So from here, hug the right leg in. Maybe you want to circle the ankle one way and the other way around as well. Hugging it really close. And then crossing the ankle on top of your left thigh. Maybe you want to encourage your leg to turn open even more. Flex the right foot. That means your toes are drawing towards the right knee. For your runner's stretch, figure of 4. Now, if you don't feel enough stretching here, you can hug the left knee in. You can wrap your hands interlaced in behind your thigh or the shin. And then you should feel a nice stretch in the glutes. Yeah, so your right leg is drawing away from you and your left leg is coming closer. Nice breathing here. This is also called thread the needle, because you're kind of threading the needle going through one leg, or figure 4. I don't know if it looks like a figure 4, but that's what I call it. Nice. Once you had enough, keep the legs how they are, release the hands, bring the left leg onto the floor, and then let the figure flop over to the left side. So you're coming into a supine twist on the floor. Maybe your gaze goes over towards the right hand. Maybe you want to reach your left foot with the hand. See what works for you here. And already starting to relax, digesting all the movements we did through the standing sequence. Now come back to the middle. Place the right foot onto the ground and we switch to the other side. Left ankle on your right knee. Flex the foot. And then again, you can stay here. Just encourage the leg to pull a bit further with you. Pull a bit further away. Or you hug the right leg in a bit closer, making the stretch a bit deeper. Nice hamstring opening here. Breathing deep, finding some ease in maybe uncomfortable positions. Lovely. Again, release the hands, bring your right foot back to the ground, and then let the figure turn over to the right. Open the arms wide. If you don't have that much room, you can also cactus the arms. That works as well. And then gaze follows the left hand, if that feels good for you now. Otherwise, you look straight up to the ceiling. And already noticing how your body relaxes. Nice. Rolling back to center, release the left foot. Maybe you want to take one big stretch here. Interlace the arms above you. Point the foot here. Point the feet. Get really, really long here. And exhale, release. Curl up your knees. And create a little package here. Hug your knees in. And then circle over your lower back, giving yourself a little massage. Circling one way. And then circle the other way as well. Lovely. And then when you had enough, we are coming to our final relaxation. So get cozy. Maybe you want to put on socks, a jumper, get your blanket ready. And then we meet on the ground again. Also, you might want to turn on some more quiet music. There should be a nice song at the end that is good for Shavasana, your final relaxation. Or maybe you just want to turn everything off and just have stillness, quietness. You can get your blanket if you like and hug yourself in. Okay, so then when you're ready, we meet back on the ground. Let everything soften. Your feet flop out to the side. Your arms are along the body. Palms facing the ceiling. And when you're ready, close your eyes. And letting go of everything, of all the movement we did before. No more guided breathing. You don't need to force your breath in any way anymore. Let it come and go as it wants to flow. And sinking a step deeper, melting into the ground here. Feel everything softening. Feel your body getting really, really heavy on the ground. A bit like you're floating. Relax your feet, relax your toes, your ankles. Let them get very heavy on the ground. Relax your legs, the thighs, and your knees. Relax your pelvis, Relax your navel, your navel and your belly. Relax your lower back. And let the lower back soften, melt into the ground. Soften the breastbones, your shoulders and your upper back. Relax your shoulders and the arms, the elbows, your wrists and all 10 fingers. Soften the palms of your hands and let everything get really heavy, melt into the ground. Relax your throat and your neck, the back of the skull and the crown of your head. Let it get super heavy, melting into the ground, into the earth. And soften all your face muscles. Soften your lips, the jaw, and your tongue rests loose in the mouth. Soften your cheekbones and your eyelids. Relax the eyebrows and the space in between your eyebrows, as well as the forehead. Find ease and softness in the face, and feel your third eye and the crown of your head shining. Feel all the good and fresh new energy floating from your toes towards the crown of your head, radiating throughout the body. Sinking one level deeper into your relaxation phase. Now know that you can stay here as long as you want to. You can stay here another 10 minutes or half an hour if you like. If you are ready to come back up to seated, you can roll over to one side first. Make yourself small, curl up. Keep your eyes closed and then slowly find your way back up into a comfortable seat. Really take your time here. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up on the mat today. Moving your body, easing your thoughts, taking time for yourself. Then raise your hands to the space in between your eyebrows. Being kind and compassionate in your thoughts. Being kind and compassionate in your words. And being kind and compassionate in your actions. Namaste.